Hey guys, so today I'm in Expo City. The reason being is I'm here to answer every single question that you have and to have a full-on briefing about Expo City. So today I have with me Aida from Expo City. She's the expert here and she'll be guiding us through the whole area and the story behind Expo City. First of all, how are you?
Very
All
good,
good?
very well.
We're all ears. Okay, tell us about Expo and what's the story behind it.
All right, so I'm sure everybody knows about the Expo 2020 event where over 24 million people came to this area. Now, the government had many plans moving forward from the exhibition for this to become an area for commercial, entertainment, a business hub, exhibition center, and the city that will be attached to the largest airport in the world, Al Maktoum International Airport. Now, a lot of things have changed since then. There was a 35 billion dirhams investment that has happened. Today, we're standing at a 57 billion dirhams investment, excluding the real estate properties.
So Aida, what are we looking at? Because I see a lot of things has changed since the initial expo.
Correct. So first of all, we have the mall over here. So this is an Amar Mall and it will be opening up by the end of next year. So once this opens, we are also going to see a jump in prices in the properties around the area. We have the metro station that was already built during the event. Now this metro is now going to be extended to the largest airport in the world, making Expo attached to Al Maktoum. Then, of course, the exhibition center that was built from here till here now has an expansion and an additional 10 billion dirhams funding, and what will be the largest exhibition center in the MENA and will host over 5 million visitors on a yearly basis. This is set to open October of 2026, and JITEX will be the opening event. When this happens, both of them are going to be opening up, and again, the prices of the real estate will reflect.
Of course.
Now, we have two hotels that are going to be operational in the future. This hasn't been constructed yet. However, we have two hotels that are operational today, Rove Hotel and Cheval Maison. We also have the Guinness World Record largest entertainment dome in the world, Al Wasl Dome, where there is restaurants around and shows that happen inside. Now, around the dome, the buildings that were once for the smaller pavilions like the Caribbean Pavilion are now a mix of commercial and residential. This is where we have our best-selling project, Al Waha 1. We also have right next to it Sky Residence, Mangrove Residences. So these three projects have been sold out. Cedar Residence, we still have some inventory remaining, and Al Waha 2. Now, other factors. Expo during the event was only this inner circle. Today, we have future developments that will come up, and with every launch, we will increase prices and tighten the payment plan. So today, we're giving the best offers on the best possible locations since they have the highest accessibility to the dome and the exhibition center. On top of that, we have a school that will come up. We have sports facilities and an indoor sports arena. We have an arena for concerts and festivals. Now, as you know, during the event and even after, we've hosted the biggest names, including Coldplay, Alicia Keys, Black Eyed Peas, and so many more. Now, we are moving to host even more and more with 30,000 people capacity over here. Now, these are all great for short-term rental. I mean, with every concert, event, exhibition, you triple your daily rates. So where is the long-term rental going to come from? Because we all know type of clients that only want to do long term. Now think about it like that. Here we have the biggest headquarters moving in, and 40,000 employees are set to be working from Expo City, Dubai, including companies like DP World Global Headquarters, Siemens, who has taken 5 buildings and this whole building over here, as well as their Middle East headquarters, Nestle, the biggest food and beverage company in the world, Emirates Airlines, Fujifilm, Ticketmaster, Live Nation, and many more. If these are not enough, imagine if you're a high net worth individual, high income individual that lives or works in the South, you will want to stay in Expo City as we provide the lifestyle, the luxury and the high end segment and the prime location. And on top of that, if you also work on Al Maktoum Airport, this is an ideal place for you to live. So we cater for many employees around the area. Of course, yeah.
No, sorry. So,
Yeah.
guys, before we go and we talk about the other districts, I want to tell you that stay tuned till the end of the video because we're gonna take the golf cart and have a trip and to see that almost everything that you see here that Ida already mentioned already exists, and that's the
Amazing.
beauty of Expo. You don't have to imagine how it looks, and you're not buying sand. You're actually buying an existing building or an existing project. Yeah.
Correct. So, to continue, or actually to add to Roy's point, usually buying in a new community is golden. However, the downside is you have to wait 5, 6, 7, 8 years for commercial entertainment, things to be there around you for you to be able to use it, sell it, or rent it. And Expo will give you the key. You're ready to do it right then and there. Now, other factors to keep in mind, we're making a city within a city. You never need to leave this community. We've put everything you could possibly need in one area, including an opera that will fit 1,500 people, a market for fruits and vegetables. Here you have an amphitheater for 15,000 people for other events. And my personal favorite part, we have a 2.5 million square foot forest where our residents can go hiking, horseback riding, mountain biking, or even enjoy the sight of wildlife and gazelles just walking distance from their residence. And right now in Dubai, there is no concept where you can walk for 5 minutes, be in a forest, and walk for 5 minutes, be in the world-class events and exhibitions. And that's why Expo stands out in terms of investments. That's why His Highness declared it the new center of Dubai's future. And that's why there's been a 57 billion dirhams investment in the area. So think about it like this. If the UAE government is planning to invest, let's say 1,000 dirhams, they're probably planning to make 1 million on that.
Correct.
Imagine when they spent 57 billion, how much they want to make out of this community. On top of that, 127 billion in Al Maktoum International. So these areas are said to be one of the most important locations in Dubai. And I always suggest to my clients, if you want an investment where you can buy blindly, just follow the government's money.
Correct.
That's where you know you're not gonna go wrong.
Exactly, and also I want to add something. Like usually in communities, let's say in a different community, when you have just one of those amenities that or facilities that she mentioned, like let's say a mall, we consider it as a very successful community. So right here we have world record things that already happened. For example, where in any community you can see an actual mall, a World Trade Center, all the amenities here, and also a place to work for professionals. Add to it the forest, and when we say forest, we say an actual forest, okay, not just a bunch of greenery. It's like a natural reserve where people can see wildlife roaming around here with their villas and their accommodating spaces. So since we're talking about this one, this is my favorite part, which is unfortunately sold out, sorry guys, but I mean I love to talk about everything that we see here.
So this is our villa community, Expo Valley. Now you can see that we have put, even though this was one of our first projects, we want every single project in Expo City to stand out in the market. That's why we did a concept that has never been done before in terms of villa community. A valley style living with a folded earth concept where every single townhouse and villa will have a view like a theater effect. Only 500 villas, where usually in other communities, you know, there's tens of thousands of villas that look exactly the same. These are a smaller number with many amenities. So 3 clubhouses for just 500 villas, when you're usually getting 1 clubhouse for 500 is more than enough. We have a farm where you can farm organic fruits and vegetables. We have an area where the wellness clubhouse where you have yoga, meditation, paddle courts. Here is the entertainment clubhouse with an outdoor theater, football courts, basketball courts, and waterscapes that will be there throughout the middle part of the community, so everybody has beautiful views. And also for our standalone villas, views over the nature reserve and the wildlife and the gazelles. And this has won awards for its architecture and will be handing over by next year. So today is prime time to buy an Expo, because by next year, or in the next year and a half, this is where we're going to be looking at a big jump in prices. All right? And then crowds will be coming in. You will have a mall opening up. an exhibition center. We are handing over Al-Waha, Sky, Mangrove, and this whole villa community, and businesses are moving in. And that's why demand will be very high on Expo City for the coming years. And even when that next wave of appreciation comes, we will still have other waves, because we still have the opening of Al Maktoum International that wouldn't have happened yet. You still have the handing over of nearby residential areas, where that will also increase the demand of Expo, since they will be coming to Expo City as the downtown of the south side. So there is so many waves of appreciation when it comes to Expo City. With every handover, your prices will be going up, and with every launch from the developer, your prices will also be going up.
Listen, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see it as a community, to be honest. I see it as a district or as a city, if you want to call it. That's why it's called Expo City, by the way. So, okay, we love everything that we see here, okay?
Yeah.
And you know that already I love everything that I'm seeing here. But let's talk more about the actual location, okay?
Sure.
Because I know that for some people, they still consider it a bit far away.
Let's go and see that.
Okay.
Okay, so when it comes to the location of Expo City, let's talk about why His Highness declared it the new center of Dubai's future. Now, do not take declarations from the government lightly. They always have a very big meaning. Now, as you can see, Dubai starts over here, all right, and it ends over here. Now, when we look at the map, we can geographically see the center right between the two palms. Now, if you want to buy next to events, exhibitions, next to Jitex, Gulf Food, where all these events are happening, you are not buying here anymore. You're coming and buying in Expo City. If you want to buy next to an airport for tourism, you are not buying in this side anymore, since the DXB airport will be shutting down, and there is only going to be the DWC, the Al Maktoum International Airport, as the largest in the world. So 57 billion, 127 billion dirhams investments towards this side. You have the Jebel Ali ports, which generates trillions for the country on a yearly basis. This is the Palm Jebel Ali, which is double and a half the Palm Jumeirah. Now imagine how iconic Palm Jumeirah is when this opens. What's going to happen to the south side as well? If this all isn't enough, we have the Jebel Ali beach, which is going to be the largest beach in the world. And today we're seeing many developments happening nearby. So let's see what type of developments. Towards this side, we have Bain by Aura. Here we have Amar South, BT Properties, Azizi Riviera. This is Dubai South, where you have many developers, including Ellington. Here is Damak Riverside, and here is Amar Oasis and the Polo Villas. Now, where will these communities go when they want to enjoy commercial, entertainment, food and beverage, mall, metro? They will come to Expo City, hang out with their families here, and be here with their friends, since we provide that segment as the downtown of the south side. And think about it like this. In the future, you will land here. Why bother yourself going all the way there for entertainment when you can go to a bigger palm, better beaches, areas with no traffic, and futuristic sustainable communities like Expo City, and districts and master plans that Dubai has never seen before, that are not made for today, they're made for tomorrow. So you will be enjoying it even more and more. And this is why Expo City's location is set to be one of the most prime locations in Dubai's future. So the whole jump that people saw when it came to buying in Palm Jumeirah, if you bought early, or Emirates Hills, or even downtown, today, as the migration comes towards this side, this is where people are gonna start seeing that big jump in prices, that big appreciation, which is the Dubai dream in terms of real estate. It's coming next to the south side.
Aida, thank you so much. This was very informative. I have one last question for you.
Sure.
Let's imagine you were an investor and not an agent. Would you invest in Expo?
So I already did, and I truly believe that if this community doesn't succeed with everything that's happening here, including investment, exhibition center, mall, metro, the Al Maktoum airport, I really don't know what other community will.
Okay, guys, so I know that you saw everything on the mock-up, but there's nothing like seeing it live. So that's why right now we're gonna take this golf cart and have a short trip to see every single thing that we already talked about. Let's go. So guys, right now we are headed to the dome to see it, because this is one of the biggest attractions that you have there. Okay, on your left side, you're gonna see the mangrove residences, which will be soon handed over. This is the surreal waterfall. This is the show between smoke and fire and the water, one of the biggest attractions. Now everything that you see here that is not open will soon be either demolished or changed to a different concept. So here we see the dome, one of the biggest attractions since Expo when it first started till now. Here they hosted the biggest DJs and events and even entertainment for kids. Now all around it you're gonna see restaurants and coffee shops, and more will be added, of course. Also you're gonna see Rove right in front of us. This is the Rove Hotel. And by the way, there are only few hotels in this area, which is going to be good for you as an investor for Airbnb. This is where you can benefit from. Not even just Airbnb, also a long-term rental, of course. So here, of course, you have to imagine that during winter, every winter they do the Christmas market. During Ramadan here, they have the iftar. So it's really something that you should visit. Here, as you can see, this is the World Trade Center. Everything you see in white, this is the existing part. And from the other side, we're gonna go there later and I'm gonna show you the expansion of the World Trade Center. Now, going there, you're gonna see the flags representing all the countries that already participated in Expo. Here, if we continue straight, we're headed towards the metro that already exists. This is the red line, by the way. That will connect you not only to Expo City but also to the new airport and to the mall by Emaar, the new one that's under construction at the moment. So here right now you have to consider that this is a metro not just for tourists or for people who wants to go to the airport. This is also for the 40,000 professionals who already are working here, and some of them will move on later on with more and more companies moving here. So something very smart that the government did, instead of demolishing everything that they used as buildings during Expo, they kept it as it is from the exterior part, and they're gonna only demolish and refurbish the inside to make it either a professional space like offices or retail, or even for the people to live in. Here you can see Spinnis is already operational, it's open also. So guys, as you can see, the white part is the existing World Trade Center, and all over here on the left and on the right, the gray part, this is the expansion happening in the World Trade Center. So it's going to be more than double the size, and that's why it will be able to accommodate 5 million people. The one that we already know, which is in the IFC area, it will close, it will be shut down very soon, and this is the new one that will be operational in 2026 with Jitex. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I know that this is overwhelming, too much information altogether. That's why I have all my information in the description below. So contact me today and let's secure your unit. Let's go.